What's up everyone, this is Coach Sean Furey from Furey Athletics. We're going to do a quick presentation on competitive mindset. So 3 of my favorite topics: character, how to achieve goals, and then poise under pressure. So let's not waste any time and jump right in. Okay, so character and attitude. So 4 things I want to talk about. Number 1, enthusiasm, right? 2 athletes, same talent, same technique. The one with more enthusiasm is always going to overcome. Right. Enthusiasm, otherwise known as executing and living your life on purpose with full intent, giving it your all. Right? So you make a conscious choice. Are you going to go all in? Are you going to put 100% effort forth? Whether it's planning, making sacrifices in other parts of your life to achieve this goal. Enthusiasm helps you overcome adversity, which brings us to number 2. So sisu, maybe my favorite word, of Finnish origins, determination in the face of adversity. Some examples of adversity: we're up here in New England, first track meets of the year, it might be snowing, it might be cold. Some of your competitors might be getting a little bit down, you might lose some energy. Determination in the face of that adversity is what it takes to persevere when the going gets tough. You see obstacles as opportunities, right? To fire hard in your skills. You don't back down from a challenge. Sisu, I love that character trait. Number 3, don't be afraid to be yourself. Track and field is an individual sport. We have the opportunity to let it all hang out, right? So when you're in the circle, when you're on the runway, you have 60 seconds. That 60 seconds is yours for your performance. You don't need to be worrying about what do people think about me. Are they going to laugh at me if I don't throw far? You don't care about any of those people. You are yourself. You let it all hang out. That's how you perform at your best. These character traits will carry over into your real life, your life outside of athletics, and they'll benefit you there as well. And the last is just doing the simple things right. So being helpful, being reliable, being grateful for those that help you in your life, for the opportunities that you have, and being a good teammate. All of that will take you very far. Okay, the second topic, achieving goals. So I love talking about achieving goals. I've been a mechanical engineer for about 17 years, and I've also heard across many other industries, people love working with athletes, working for athletes. Employees like to have athletes as employees. Employers love to have athletes as employees. And that's not just because they want to stack their summer softball league, their winter basketball league. Athletes have the character traits we mentioned previously. They also know how to achieve goals. So how do we go about doing that? First step, start with the end in mind. I want to be the national champion. I want to set a personal best this year. I want to throw in college. Those are all very admirable goals. What does it take to get there? Work with your support structure, identify a process, identify a plan, and then put it in action. But it all starts with a dream and then walking backwards from there. What is it going to take for me to achieve that dream? The growth mindset is becoming very common these days. Even my kindergarten son comes home and teaches me a lot of things. He says, "Dad, practice makes progress." Right? We used to say practice makes perfect. We make progress every day. Whether you're tired, you're sick, you can make progress in some area, right? Small steps forward. Every day trying to be a little bit better than you were in the past. And then the last, this is associated with having a great support structure again. So you can go fast alone. I think this is a quote from Bill Gates. Go fast alone, go far together. It took me a while to understand this, that there was enough success in the world to go around. I didn't have to be protective of what I had. I could embrace teammates and competitors and help push each other. Right? So you have your teammates, you have your coaches, you have your family and friends. Right? That support structure, working well with them, helping each other along, you're going to go farther together than you would by yourself. And the last, my absolute favorite, is poise under pressure. How do you compete your best when it matters most? Personally, I believe Relinquishing anxiety and relinquishing control over things over which you don't have influence. You can't control if you win. You can't control how far your competitors will throw. You can't control the weather. You can't control bad calls from the officials. Focus on what you can control and dominate. How well are you prepared? How much of a plan do you have? Right? Do you focus on execution? Do you compete with the character traits that we mentioned previously? Dominate what you can control and don't worry about the rest. That will reduce stress and really help you to get in the right competitive mindset. And the last, these are 3 simple phrases that I got just a few weeks ago from Coach Brett Hotler at Mizzou. So I had a lot of thoughts bouncing around in my head. Coach Brett Hotler, amazing coach, really simplified it. See it, feel it, trust it. So this represents what is an athlete doing during the competition. So in between throws, you're sitting on the grass, maybe you're sitting on the bench. You get a vivid mental image of yourself competing at your best. You can see it. You're on deck. You're in the hole. You can feel it. Feel the pressure. And I don't mean the pressure of competition. I mean the internal pressure. What does it feel like to throw far? You know what that feels like. You've done it in training. You know what those positions feel like. See it, feel it. Now you're at the back of the runway. You're at the back of the circle. Is it time to think? No. It's time to trust it. See it, feel it, trust it. Trust the work you've put in. Trust your technique. Trust your human body is a magnificent device that can achieve athletic goals if you only let it. You've done the training. Now let it all come out. One of my favorite little stories I heard from put coach Art Venegas at UCLA. He would say the greatest throwers, they're brave. When they get to the front of the circle, there's a 2x4 coming for their face and they stand right up into it. The throwers that struggle, they blink, they shy away from that 2x4. There's a lot of pressure, there's a lot of trust to hold those positions at the end of the throw, right? And not break your technique, break your lines. So you shy away from it. You don't quite trust the work that you've put in. You don't quite trust yourself to throw with the technique. So what we say, when you see the 2x4 coming for your face, don't blink, right? That's fear, that's self-doubt. Trust yourself, trust your technique. Okay. Hope you remembered a few of those things. Talk to you later. Thank you.